Hey everyone, have I here bring a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Surprise, surprise, or maybe not a surprise. We are getting EZA, LR, Super Vegito, and LR BUUHAN. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Yeah. So 9-year anniversary EX, basically that's what we're gonna probably have to call this here. Something that I was thinking that it could happen, but you know, it's the 9-year anniversary just been so OP anyway. We're like, okay, will they? And yep, lo and behold, we are getting the EZA to these Worldwide Celebration units. Yeah, best anniversary period. What are they going to do for the 10-year? That's going to be the most interesting thing. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive into the stats. Most of you guys may have already seen this if, you know, I'm pretty late to recording this video, but yeah, pretty excited. I haven't even seen it yet, so I'm just gonna read through it and react with you guys. So let's go ahead and build this up here. Oh, actually, I gotta move this bigger and make this bigger here. All right, so shout outs to the Dokkan Wiki, of course. For the translation here, leader skill 180%. Like I mentioned before, a lot of these 170% Dokkan Festival exclusive LRs, they're Dokkan Awakening, I'm sorry, EZAing into 180% lead, and I was hoping the 150% Final Trump leader of the Vegito Blue and Gogeta Blue was going to be Final Trump card 180%, but they just boosted up to 170, unfortunately. Anyway, 180%, fine. It's not 200%, but still kind of usable teams, right? So, super attack here raises defense and greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to enemies. So, the stacking ability is very, very welcomed, right? So, the huge benefit here with the raises defense, and then ultra super attack raises defense stacking as well, and greatly raises attack for 1 turn. So that causes colossal damage to the enemy, or should have said mega colossal damage, right? Or is it just both colossal? I forget. Anyway, let's look at this here. So stacking ability, that's huge. That's very beneficial. Passive skill here, key +2, attack and defense 200%. That's great. Reduces damage received by 30%. We already had that. Plus an additional key +2 per key sphere obtained. That's great. Launches additional attack and has a great chance of becoming a super attack. All right. Medium chance of becoming a critical hit, and then attack and defense 50%, and lodges an additional super attack upon character's entry only once, only 77% or more. And then an additional damage reduction and chance of performing a critical hit 20% when attacking if HP is okay. So basically we're going to be getting 50% damage reduction versus the 30%. So that's going to be huge. And then the stacking of the defense there, that should make this unit very, very, very usable. Let me see anything else that is a kind of departure from this unit here, but ultimately super strong, right? So that's really what we wanted on this unit here, is the stacking defense, because it already had the 30% damage mitigation, and if you're able to stack defense and have that mitigation down the road, you should be fine. So this unit's going to be fine long game for sure. Let's see what happens at transformation. So transforming into Super Vegito. Let's see here. All right, so we lose a stack as is expected. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, and then causes mega colossal damage and seals for the 18 key. Okay, fully recovers HP. So remember the. Give me 1 second. The transformation here. It's after 4 turns and your HP is 77% or less, right? So just remember that doesn't change because it's an active skill transformation, and then you basically perform the Potara fusion, and again 77% HP or less, and then starting from the 4th turn. So basically when that happens, because I'm sure you want to transform, well actually you don't know, the stacking ability is going to be hugely beneficial. So but you guard all attacks for 3 turns from the start turn. That's huge. So if you haven't built up enough, that's will give you, well, then you still can't build up, right? So it'll just give you 3 turns of a nice additional mitigation there. Key plus 5, attack and defense 250%, high chance of performing a critical hit, plus an additional chance of performing a critical hit 20% with each attack performed within the same turn, plus an additional 30% within the same turn after receiving an attack, and then reduces damage by 30%, so that at least doesn't go away or anything, plus additional 30% when receiving normals. Okay. So normals, you're taking 0. You're taking single digits every single time if you're taking normal attacks, and then counters with tremendous power and keep us. And then of course you have the foresees enemy super attack for 10 turns. That's so strong. That is super strong, right? Yeah, that 10 turn ability is so beneficial, right? Because we had that before, but now with the 30% to normals, and you keep the 30% damage mitigation, right? Before you lost it for some odd reason. Okay, perfect. So it's 60% on normal. You're not gonna take any because that was the same before. Okay, this is yeah. This is what we want. Stack, and then you're like, okay, I'm at the end here. Let's rock and roll. Let's make this happen. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how many turns you really need to get to like 1,000,000, right? Huh. They did a good job. All right. Super Vegito gonna be relevant once again, and then let's go ahead and move on to the BUUHAN here, right? So now you have power absorption, module power at 180%, which is fine. Let's see what they ended up changing here for him. Of course, you have the stacking ability. Greatly was it greatly before? I don't think so. It's misspelling there, by the way. Greatly raises attack. Yeah, it's only raises attack. Okay, so both of them. So now instead of raises attack, it's greatly raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn for the 12 key, and then greatly raises defense versus just raises defense. So of course this unit stacked before. Now you're going to stack at 50% versus 30%. Okay, great. Recovers HP, 20% HP start of turn. Okay, that's a lot. All right, so that's a boost from 12%. Ooh. 200% to attack and defense. That's a nice boost there as well. Great chance of guarding all attacks. Come on, why do that? We need a very strong indicator, like make the aura bigger or something that says we're guarding. Ugh. Anyway, medium chance of evading enemy super attack. Okay, great. Plus additional key plus 2 per key you obtain, which is just super OP. Launches additional attack, or launches additional super attack. That's guaranteed. What? Was that guaranteed before? No. Okay. That's strong. Okay, that's strong. So just launches additional super attack. Unconditional, plus an additional attack and defense 50% and guards all attacks for 1 turn from the entry, or if HP is 90% or less from the start of the what? Okay, whoa, broken. So if your HP is 90% or less from the start, well, okay, so it kind of hurts itself, right? Because it's recovering 20% of your HP at the start of the turn. So you would have to be under 70%. Right? No, because that'll be 90%. Yeah, under 70% for you to then have attack and defense 50% and guard against all attacks? That's wild. Chance of evading enemies attack 20% and survives KO once per if HP is 80% or less from streaming attack. Okay. That was wait a minute, they didn't have that before, right? What is it? Whoa. What? Okay. This is the Yajirobe thing, right? So, and survives KO attacks up to once per turn? Huh? If HP is 80% or less when receiving an attack, recovers 12% HP if What? This guy's like a full paragraph of extra stuff. All right, when you transform or absorb Ultimate Gohan Go BUUHAN here, it can be activated when 50% or more. If your HP is 50% or more, starting from the 4th turn. So, which is fine. That's gonna be a lot easy. That's gonna be easy. Wait. Survive once if HP is 80% or less when receiving an attack. That's gonna be a lot of the time. Okay, so if you're... How are you gonna die though? You have guard. Then you're stacking defense. I guess in the beginning, right? In the beginning of the fights, you're gonna may have some issues with surviving. It's up to once per turn. Okay, let's see the transformation. Okay, what do they do with this, man? 9-year anniversary, just beefing it up. Raises attack and defense for 4 turns. Okay, raises attack and defense for 4. Okay, that's nice. So it doesn't, you know, it's that kind of a mini stack, right? So that's nice. We didn't have that before, of course. So that's hugely beneficial. All right, so recovers 20% HP at start turn. That's super strong. Key plus 5 attack and defense 250%. Launch additional super attack for 3 turns from the start of the turn. Okay, this is just straight up guard. Okay, now that's what we're talking about. High chance of evading enemy attack. Launches additional super attack, guaranteed. Plus an additional key plus 2. Okay, plus an additional and disables enemy's action once per turn when performing ultra super attack for 5 turns. Okay, whoa. Plus an additional attack and defense 50% and disables enemy's action once within a turn when performing the ultra super attack for 5 turns from the start of the turn. What? Plus an additional attack and defense 100% starting from the 6th turn, and then seal. Okay, for 5. Okay, so you're able to do that crazy disable enemy's action once within a turn for 5 turns. Yikes. And starting from the 6th turn, you get additional attack defense. Okay, 100%. Seals attack enemies super attack for 5 turns once only. That really is not going to matter. And then plus an additional attack and defense 50%. Yeah, the seals attack enemies super attack for 5 turns once only. That does nothing, because most of the units that you're going to be, or most of the enemies you're going to be fighting, you know, you can't seal. Plus an additional 50% upon temporary upon the character's next attack turn if HP is 50% or more. At the end of the turn, if HP is 50% or less, recovers 10% HP. Okay. Yeah. These guys are good. This is what we expect, though. Are they better than... The question is, are they better or more useful than MUI Goku and Evolution Vegeta, right? The difference is these guys stack, right? Both of these units stack now. And Vegito stacks on both 12 key and 18 key. And has up to 60% damage mitigation when you flip over here. But even with 30% damage mitigation, no, 50%, because you're going to get, if your HP is 50% or more, if your HP is 50% or more, you're going to get 50% damage. Oh. They're good. They're good. Anyway, I guess we're going to see some gameplay, stuff like that. Let me know what you guys think. 9-year anniversary continues. Just smash it out of the stadium, out of the town, out of the city, out of the state, out of the country. Anyway, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.